Okay, perfect, Liz. So we've got a lot of information, right? We've got 62 people on this call here today. And now that we got into the training, now let's get into how do we get wealthy. Number one way to get wealthy is this. Okay, hold on. Number one way to get wealthy is this. We've got a lot of people on the call. Now we're recording this particular training, and we got the call to action. We know what we've got to do. So number one way to get wealthy is you want to learn how to sell. Here's the deal. So I've seen, and I'm sure everybody's seen, sometimes you see a guy that maybe isn't the best looking person in the world, but he's got a beautiful girlfriend. Guess what? He knows how to sell. You ever get somebody that got a promotion and there was other people, maybe you or other people that were more qualified than that person? Guess what? He or she knows how to sell, right? You ever got somebody that got a job that you didn't get, but you should have got it? They know how to sell. The bottom line is this. We share in this business, but we also sell in the business. You can make money by sharing and not necessarily knowing how to sell, but if you know how to sell, you'll do significantly better. Our kids sell us on to buy them that toy at the grocery store. We are all salespersons salespeople by nature. If you've ever had a spouse, you sold them on why to be with you. Number two is you want to become an entrepreneur. Okay, we're going to teach you how to sell. The system in the business is going to teach you how to sell. You want to become an entrepreneur. You are an entrepreneur by being in this business. Think of the wealthiest people that you know. If you know some wealthy people or very, very, very successful people, let me ask you something. Were they employees or were they entrepreneurs? Chances are they were entrepreneurs. Guess what? You are. You are an entrepreneur. You are an entrepreneur. Therefore, so you got number one and number two. If you don't know how to sell, cool. We're going to teach you how to sell. You're going to learn how to sell with this business. Congratulations. Number two, you are an entrepreneur because you're a part of this business. Congratulations. Number three, you want to choose the right industry. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Forex. $1 trillion industry, right? Huge industry. Cryptocurrency is the hottest industry in the world, and then network marketing is a $200 billion per year industry. We don't have the right industry. We've got the right industries, right? Plural. We've got the network marketing industry. We've got the Forex industry. We've got the stock industry, right? We've got the stock market, right? We've got the cryptocurrency industry. And inside of all of this, it's all wrapped up with our network marketing opportunity. We've got the best comp plan and the best timing anywhere. If anybody in network marketing has the best chance of getting wealthy, it is through this company. So out of the thousands of companies around the world in this industry, we've got the best. Pound for pound, dollar for dollar, best comp plan. Leadership, we've got some phenomenal leadership and it's only getting better. Systems, the systems are already here and they're developing to become even better. Okay. Number four, you want to choose the right platform or company. We just talked about that. You've got the absolute best one. I could take a lie detector test right now and I'll pass it. I will pass on. You know that there's people that are making 20 grand a month to 100 grand a month or more in companies. They would not pass a lie detector test if they took one. Asking them if they really truly believe that they had the best opportunity in network marketing, they would not pass it. But guess what? They wouldn't take it and they won't say it to people. That'd be a very stupid thing to say. You know why? Very simple. The reason why they wouldn't say is because they need their people to keep ordering the products. We've got a product, a service that makes people money without recruiters selling. Nobody else has that. Plus a comp plan that can't be beat. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the deal. Let me know in the chat if you guys agree with me. Okay, if you guys are feeling what I'm saying, okay? So you choose the right platform. Number five, you want to work on yourself daily. You want to work on yourself daily. Here's the deal. Jim Rohn said it best. Jim Rohn said, hey, listen, success is something you attract by the person you become. Success is something we attract by the person we become. So you've got to read the right books. GoPro by Eric Worre is an absolute must read. Think and Grow Rich, The Science of Getting Rich is an absolute must. When you get on these calls, this is condensed information. Like this is the nuggets of the nuggets that the people here. And a lot of times you got people here that have made millions of dollars. Mr. Rick Robert's made many, many, many millions of dollars. He trains you every Saturday. And he brings some of the top earners on the call every Saturday. I've done very well for myself. And not because I'm that good. I just learn from people that are better than me and I just copy them and I do what they did. One thing that you can't take away from an individual is effort. And effort is between you and you. You might not be the most talented person or the most experienced person, but the effort that you put into the business, that you have control over. You don't have control over your experience. You don't have control over a lot of those things, over your skills yet. You have control over you developing your skills, but you don't have control over the skills you have as of right now. But you know what you do have control over? The effort. So you want to work on yourself daily. Once again, I always promote. I believe that the Bulletproof Mindset that I did on YouTube, somebody post a link here on the chat. The Bulletproof Mindset, I believe, is the best mindset training in the industry of network marketing. It's a real straight to the point, no sugarcoat, real talk that lets people know what they can expect in building the network marketing business and how to handle it and how to go about it. Number 6 is you want to burn your shifts for the next 18 months. For the next 18 months, you want to put your head down, don't look left, don't look right, and you want to go all out, massive action. We now have crypto. We now have the crypto bonus. We now have the rolling 30. I mean, man, we've got a tremendous, you should see the opportunity we had when we got started, Mr. Roberry and I and Joseph. Nothing like what we've got now. I mean, it is time to put our head down for the next 18 months and go out there and take massive action, following the system consistently. It's not enough to go 1 or 2 weeks strong and then take your foot off the gas. Every day, how many calls if I look at your phone, how many phone calls you're making? If I look at your calendar, how many meetings you're taking? How many text messages you're taking? How many orders you guys are doing? How many people you're personally recruiting? What would that tell me? Let me tell you this. Let me give you a little secret. At the end of the day, there should be over 40 calls, outbound calls that you made. Over 40 outbound calls that you made. That's how we make money. Through that little device, we can get rich. That's a smartphone, but if you cannot get rich with your smartphone, I'm not talking about make money with your smartphone. If your smartphone cannot help you get rich or wealthy, it's a dumb phone. But guess what? You have the power. You command it. I command this object to bring me the wealth that I demand. I don't negotiate with the universe. I demand of the universe for this wealth to come, because if other people can achieve wealth that breathe the same air as I breathe, that have blood pumping through their veins like I do, that have the ability to make choices, I command and I demand of this universe to give me what is rightfully mine. You know why? Because I'm going to earn it, because I'm going to deserve it, and more importantly, because I'm going to believe. See, unsuccessful people say, hey, listen, I got to see in order to believe. Successful, wealthy people say, I have to first believe, then I'm going to see. Even the good book says it. It is by faith, not by sight. It is by faith, not by sight. By faith, I know that I'm going to impact a massive amount of people. There's a link for the March 3rd event. You want to buy your ticket. It is by faith, not by sight. I have to believe, and then I'm going to see. It goes like this: be, do, have. You got to believe. You got to be, do, have. You got to become the person. Too many people say, hey, listen, here's the deal. And this is what you learn in the personal development. When we talk here on number 5, working on yourself, this is the personal development philosophies of winners. If you do not read, you're going to have your wrong philosophies. And your philosophies lead to a certain attitude. Certain attitude leads to actions, and then results and lifestyle. So be, do, have. An unsuccessful person sees, I don't see it. I don't believe it. I've been involved for 3 months. I've been involved for 6 months. I don't see it. One thing that they don't see also is that they haven't been consistent, that they hardly talk to anybody else. Or the fact that, hey, listen, you're not the person that's worthy of being followed yet. And the reason why some of us are not the person that's worthy of being followed yet is because we haven't paid the price in the past. We've got to pay the price. We've got to go through the mud. We've got to work on ourselves. We got to become more confident. We got to become sharper. We got to become more disciplined. This is all stuff that you learn in the personal development. If you get the personal development piece right, everything else is going to start falling into place. So it's be, do, have. You have to become the person. If you were making Rick Roberry money, how would you act? How hard would you work? How many people would you talk to? Well, guess what? You've got to be like him today. You got to be like him before you achieve the results like him. If you were making Joseph Gomez type of money, how would you be? Oh, I'd be more confident. I dress sharp. I show up early. I stay in late. I stay out late working. No. You got to be that person now. You got to be that person, do the things that person does, and then you'll have the things that those people have, not the other way around. See, unsuccessful people, they want to have the things, then they'll do the thing, and they'll believe. It doesn't work that way, okay? So you want to burn your ships, and then you want to identify 5 core people with this philosophy in your organization. Split up in 3 different organizations. If you do that, let me tell you something. I don't know about wealthy, but if you do that and you got 5 core people split up in 3 different organizations, and that takes you to $3 million a month with the 40% rule, you're at $350,000 a month with this compensation plan, in addition to your quota bonuses. Maybe that's not considered wealthy, but that's considered pretty damn rich. And you know what? Is it really so bad if you shoot for wealth and you end up rich? How many of us would be complaining? I don't think a lot of people would be complaining. That's a point. But too many people's goals are, oh, I want to make enough money to pay the bills. That's why that is the best that you're going to achieve. Right? So that is what I wanted to share with you guys here today. It's some powerful stuff. And then the next event is this, the weekly live events this Thursday, 7 p.m. sharp, English presentation, Embassy Suites in the city of Downey, California. 8:30, we start a Spanish event, right? We've got webinars tonight, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We got a Super Saturday, March 3rd. You want to make sure you get on that Super Saturday, okay? You want to get to that Super Saturday, and you want to buy your tickets, not tomorrow, not next week. You want to buy them today. Procrastination is a cornerstone to poverty. First, we create our habits, and then our habits create us. Let's create the habits of doing it now. We know we have to do it. Let's do the uncomfortable thing right now. Champions, look for the uncomfortable situations, the uncomfortable things, the uncomfortable phone calls, and they attack those first. Do you want to be a champion, or do you want to be average? Every day, choose to go to sleep victorious because you did the decisions of a champion. A champion and a non-champion every day, they have choices. The difference is the champion takes on the hard choices. The hard thing to do 99% of the time is a right thing to do. The hard thing to do 99% of the time is a right thing to do. The right thing to do for somebody that wants to have the results is to go out there and buy their ticket, to go out there and make 50 phone calls today and get 5-10 guests on today's webinar, to promote the Super Saturday, to buy their ticket, and to get people from their team to take action. That's what a leader does. But see, some people wonder, how come people on my team aren't buying the ticket? Because you don't buy the ticket. How come it takes people, maybe there's even some people that say, well, how come it takes people a week in my team to buy the ticket? Because it used to take you a week to buy the ticket. Even if you now buy it now, that is a residual of your discipline or lack of discipline from the past. Just doing some real talk. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Taisha said 99% of the time, the hard thing to do is the right thing to do. That's right. That's what we just mentioned. It's so true. The right thing to do and the hard thing to do is usually the same thing 99% of the time. What is the right thing to do? I'm going to write a book. I'm going to write a book. It's going to have 1 page. You know what that 1 page is going to say? Excuse my language again. Get off your ass. That's what that page is going to say. Get off your ass. And you know what that means. Stop whining and complaining about not having because you're not doing. Stop whining and complaining about not having because you're not doing. Success is watching you. Even if nobody else is watching you, success is watching you. I hope you guys enjoyed this training, guys. I appreciate you guys getting on this training, right? Let's see you guys at the events. Let's promote and pack tonight's webinar. Let's finish off the month strong, right? Let's finish off the month strong, and let's go to the next level. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys on the next training. Thank you.